right, guys. So they're telling us we could get an event space in 30, 60 days. Yeah. And you guys are realizing that that is an absolute freaking myth. And it's almost impossible unless you are already on the journey of getting an event space, or you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. 30 days is very unrealistic. So this is what we're talking about today. If you don't know who I am, I'm Zia, Build the Business You Love. And we talk about event-based stuff on this channel, baby. We talk about leases. We talk about owning an event space. We talk about the journey. We talk about pricing, all the good stuff. If this is checking any of those boxes, make sure you subscribe to this channel and listen to what we got to say, okay? This is a weird angle for me. I'm at my husband's work truck. He just got a new truck, so you know I had to be all up in it, okay? So it might be a weird angle, but I gotta see how it looks after the video. But okay, we're gonna talk about some reasons, guys. Listen, they're telling us that we can start an event space in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. And I get that you guys are feeling so frustrated because you're thinking there's something wrong with you. You're thinking you're doing something wrong. And I'm telling you that you are not. It's not you. It's not you. It's these people, these gurus, these content creators out there that's telling people and giving these people, including yourselves, unrealistic expectations. And what does that look like? That looks like telling you, okay, well, yeah, you can get an event space going in 30 days. Yeah, you can get an event space going in 90 days. You can find a space in a day and a half, right? And then when people are realizing that these are not actual things that can happen, they are being pressured and being rushed, okay? Pressured and rushed into selecting something, into getting something just to meet their quota. But I want you guys to notice something and realize something, that is their business plan, okay? That is not on the timeline, or may not be on the timeline that you may have. And I'm talking to you guys from the heart, like, because I'm seeing what's going on out here, and I'm seeing people coming to me after they paid all of these people money, and like, oh, they're coming to me and they're like, oh my God, this was an easier process. This was an easier journey for me. And I get that. And if you want that same transformation, I'm just putting it out there that I do have a course that teaches people how to start, operate, and manage an event space, and it's affordable. It's not thousands of dollars. Right now, it's $497, but I have a sale, $100 off. So just a side note to let you guys know that does exist, okay? Let's get into some reasons why. Let's talk about lease negotiations. First of all, finding and securing a space just in general. People know what event space ownership brings and what it can entail. People meaning the commercial owner of a building. A lot of commercial owners don't want an event space going on there because they don't believe that you have the right tools necessary to keep everything in check. They don't believe that you have the right understanding of the management and operations and how everything goes. But with my course, you can get that, okay? And I think that a lot of people are thinking that event space ownership is completely remote, because that's what you've been told, and I get it. It's completely, hands off, because that's what you've been told, and I get it. And it can be. It can be, a totally automated business. It could be something that's completely hands off. It could be something that, a business that is a touchless business. And I totally get that you feel that way, because that's what we've been told. That's what you've been told. And I've been saying from the beginning, at least for the first year, you got to know how to sweep the broom. You got to push that broom. You have to open and close. You have to see what the customer's concerns are. You have to see some of the things that goes on inside of these events, right? You have to see all of these things to know what you need to automate, to know what you need to make or pass on or delegate to someone else, and what things you need to, have for yourself, right? It's not a completely passive business, regardless of what you've been told. It's not. And for those who own event spaces right now, check in. I want you to check into the comments when this video is done. Check in, because I'm here to tell you that, and they can tell you that it is not a passive business. Stocks are passive, okay? Uh, this can be semi-passive. All right. But yeah, just finding a space in general, it can take time, right? Finding a space, negotiating a lease with landlords. They have to do background checks. They got to do credit checks. They have to verify financial documentation. All of that stuff could take time. And this is if you found a space in just a couple of days, right? We're talking about renovating. The odds of you finding a space that is completely done and completely built out already is, is kind of slim, right? You're going to have to probably put some type of effort into it. Flooring, paint, electrical, something you're going to have to put into it to be able to make it suitable to host events, right? I have to put my air on if you guys hear the air. Then you have to get into the layout and designing, what you're going to have to make it appealing to your customers. What type of equipment you got to put in it. All that takes time and thought. And we haven't even gotten into the startup process, doing the LLC, setting up the business properly for funding, and then getting funding, right? And setting up the business, getting the business license and all of that. We haven't even gotten to all of that. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's going to be more than 30 days. It's going to be more than 60 days. So set that expectation for yourself. Make sure that you feel comfortable and knowing what you're doing, understanding the process, right? Because it's unrealistic what they're out here telling you guys. Even the business license and the LLC, depending on the state, can take 2 weeks if you don't pay for it to be rushed. Some states and counties, you have to do health and safety inspections. You have to do zoning and permitting and changing the C of O. Some counties, they want you to get an architect out there, and that's required, right? None of this is being talked about. And you get into this point after paying all this money for these programs and courses, and you get into this point and you're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? We haven't even really started the business yet, right? It's happening. And I get that you guys are frustrated. I get that the feelings that you're getting. I understand, and then let's not even forget the unforeseen delays. I call the county, the C of O, the buildings department, the planning department, the powers that be in my course. And these people take their time. They're on county time. These are public servants, okay? What do we know about working for the government or the state or the county? What are they known to do? Take their time. They're known to take their time. And I want you guys to understand there's going to be delays. There's going to be contracting issues. There's going to be supply issues. There's going to be hurdles, unexpected stuff, inspections. I know someone who waited almost 6 months for an inspection. 6 months. And guess what? They initially arranged something with their landlord so that everything met the timeline because they thought it would be three months. Turned out to be 6 months. They had to renegotiate some things. Luckily, they had a landlord who was kind of, okay with some things. You have to, all of these things need to be considered when you're doing your lease, when you're writing up, because remember that lease, guys, is the landlord's lease. And I talk about that in my course. It's a landlord. You have to put clauses in it to protect yourself in case of something unforeseen can happen, because they do happen. And that 30-day timeline, y'all, that could kick rocks. And I'm sorry that you've been told that. And if you watch this video to the end, check out my course, because I give you guys the real. I set those expectations for you, make sure that you're comfortable, give you the knowledge, and give you the confidence so that you can come out and say, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. My people are in these event-based groups telling people what's going on, what they need to do, and they're new to the industry because I have talked a hole into their head with this course. They understand the ins and outs. They understand the expectations, what's expected of you, what's expected of the client, what's expected of the landlord, even down to what's expected of the utility company, okay? Because things is not the same for commercial as it is for residential. Anyway, check out the course. Thanks for watching the video. And I hope if this video has helped you in any way, shape, or form, be sure to comment and subscribe to the channel. And no, I don't think it's realistic for you to have an event space in 30 days. And anyone who's telling you that, run. I'm Zia, build the business you love, and I'm out.